Hello, havers of fun. Welcome back to the Fun with Dan podcast. Or welcome to the Fun with Dan podcast, I should say, as this is my first episode. I am Dan. I am running this. This is a solo podcast. Since it was the first episode, I want to talk today about, who I am and, good questions to get you to know me. So we're going to spend the next hour or so, however long it takes, to find out more about me and my personality and what things are going to mean as far as the rest of the content. I'm going to be doing my own solo podcast. I am part of a podcast called Team Frosted Flakes. It's funny, I'm actually concerned and weird to see what Nathan, my business partner, is going to be thinking of this podcast, because we are doing a podcast together, and then we do one, and then I am going to be doing one by myself. I'm not going to be editing these. I might edit these unless I go off on a tangent rant that cannot go on the internet. I'm not going to be censoring these. I'm not going to be editing these. If you guys do not like language and profanity, I am so fucking sorry. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I'm going to say a lot. I'm going to have verbal vomit a lot. So the only time that I'm really going to edit this is if I have, a sneezing or a coughing attack, or I go off, I just go dead silent for about a minute because I get lost in thought, not sure what to talk about. Most of it's just going to be me rambling. I basically ramble a lot to where I was like, okay, well, why don't I post it? Why don't I just record it and just let people, listen to it? It's funny, nobody actually knows that I'm doing this. It's going to actually be a surprise to Nathan. Because I am going to be... He is subscribed, so here's how we have it set up. We have our own... I have a channel, okay, Fun with Dan. Nathan has a channel called... the fuck's his channel called? Let me go on and try to find it. Hold on 1 second. Nathan's channel. If I can find it. Wait, am I on my... Oh yeah, I'm on YouTube. His channel is Groovy Boy Plays 5136. Or 5316, I'm sorry. I will put the link to his channel in the description, and then I will also put a link to our Team Frosted Flakes channel in the description as well. We are, this main channel is going to be mainly me. I don't envision putting anything, I might put, I don't know, you might see a little bit of Nathan in some of the videos itself, but the podcasts are going to be solely me. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be saying a lot. I don't know how long this is going to be. I've already been going 5 minutes and haven't even started the Q&A. I pulled up these questions online on a website they have 500 good questions to ask. It is an article with a bunch of links to a bunch of other questions. I figured that would be some of the best things, and maybe these questions can kind of jog my memory about what I would like to talk about. This podcast is going to be just shy of a rant, okay? I have a couple topics in mind for future episodes that are not going to be good, okay? They're not going to be, like I said, they're going to be me ranting. I'm going to talk about dating and relationships. I'm going to talk about my experiences with that and the heartbreaking story of how I attempted I heartbreakingly attempted, and I'm not proud of it, but it's what I felt compelled to do in my life journey. I'm going to have a podcast on my life journey. That's probably going to be the next episode. I'm not sure. But yeah, this one I've already been going for 6 minutes. Let's just start the fucking thing. These are just all over the place questions, all this other stuff. Some of it's going to be funny, some of it's not. I haven't even scrolled through the list of these questions. I've only seen the preview of the description that Google gives, so let's see. Like I said, it's just totally random questions. Let's see. Like I said, I'm sorry about rambling, all this other stuff. Oh boy. Let's see. Like I said, I'm just scrolling through these trying to find good questions. I'm gonna say a lot. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. You need to not press or just click record and then start talking. So the question I'm going to start with is, if your job gave you a surprise 3-day paid break to rest and recuperate, what would you do with those 3 days? To be perfectly honest, I would sleep, and I do have days off. I am working. I am currently working, and I do get my days off. But those days off do not feel like days off because I do not put them to use. I use my days off to get done what I need to get done. Be it laundry, be it signing up for something or filling something out, getting something done that is important, that needs to be getting done. So my days off are not really restful because there's not really anything resting about it because I need to do what I need to do. So, see, it's just going to be basic questions like that. What old person things do you do? I sit around all the time. I don't really do too much of anything. I watch YouTube videos. I scroll on my phone. This is things like that. What is the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? Are we talking like technically supposed to be spicy, like it's higher up on the Scoville scale? Or are we talking spicy as in the most burning sensation that you've ever felt? Because those would be two different answers. The most burning sensation that I've ever felt, honestly, you guys are going to laugh at this. It would be hot Cheetos. I enjoy spicy food. I have a very high tolerance to food and to spice. The highest on the Scoville scale, which was not very spicy at all, I had a dried Carolina Reaper. Or dried or dehydrated or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's a lot of things like that. and like spice and stuff. And I eat I eat spice. I think where the hot Cheetos come into play is I just eat one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. So it just gets spicy because you don't get a break from it. What was the last photo you took? The last photo that I took... Let me go into my photos. All of the photos in my phone, I just got a new phone a couple of weeks ago because my other one stopped working. Yeah, I just got an iPhone SE. I had it for about 2 weeks so far, maybe 2.5 weeks. I have 7 photos in my phone right now, and all of them are screenshots. I do have some videos and stuff. I do have some popcorn, minus a few letters, in my phone also. Those are saved as well. Why am I getting a text? 5 off 15? I do not give a shit. Oh, jeez. So I don't really take a lot of pictures. I record more audio than I do take pictures. So yeah, there's not really any way for me to answer that. When was the last time you were snooping and found something you wish you hadn't? That... I'm not going to get into it now because I will make an entire episode about situations like this, walking you through our relationship. My ex's old phone, I went through that. I was miraculously able to guess the fucking password on it. And she had a conversation with her ex that literally said, word for word, literally said, "I love you, babe. I'm just using my friend Dan for money. But I will always come back to you." I will remember that sentence for the rest of my life. I found that and I was like, I secretly had it, and then we had an issue at the end of March, which we're gonna wait till you see that video. That audio call. I think I have the video of me talking to the cop. I have called 911 so many times on my ex. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, that is not good. That is not at all what I needed to see right now. That was a very heartbreaking day for me and everything, and I have had many bad situations like that. Now let's just move on. What movie, picture, or video makes you laugh no matter how often you watch it? Let me find editor's note, find the video, and put it in here.
Jesus Christ. You're dead. You're dead. Okay, stop. Fuck my toe. That was hilarious.
So yeah, I think that's pretty funny. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of videos, pictures, or video. I just find all of that funny. Do you eat food that's past its expiration date if it still smells and looks fine? Yes, I do. Milk especially. I do milk all the time. Let's see. What was the last song you sang along to? That would be, what freaking song was it? It was the intro to, I can't play it here, but it was the intro to Godsmack. It was a song, it was a Godsmack song that my friend and I were singing along to. I can't sing it here because it's a song, it's called Voodoo. I don't own it. Voodoo, it's a Godsmack song. But yeah, the intro to that, my friend and I actually discovered that so Godsmack at the beginning of that song, he does a very deep voice for like the intro before the actual music starts. And my friend, according to him, Nate, he's the co-founder for TFF, he actually said that it sounds a lot like him. I really wish I could sing it and play it for you, but I cannot because of copyright. Let's see. Who has no filter between their brain and mouth? That is my fucking self. Absolutely myself. That is myself. I have no filter. I will say anything, especially when I'm really pissed off. I will say hurtful things. I have said hurtful things. I might still be able to go back and find the text. I'm not sure. I actually have, just wait until we get to the depressing, sad story videos. We'll do a couple more and then we're going to take a short break. Let's see. Who do you wish... Are all these, like, written off, like... Oh, my God. Who do you wish you could get back in contact with? I would say my best friend that I lost. This goes back to the hurtful things. I said some hurtful things to her, and it just escalated and just blew out of control. And yes, I will be putting some recordings together. When was the last time you yelled at somebody? Oh boy. That would have been my coworker, to where she decided to tell me what to do and everything. Or maybe it was my boss, to where I was trying to figure out, like, what he was doing and all this other stuff. He was, like, really irritating me, and it just didn't go well. So yeah, it just didn't go well, to be honest. So the next question that I am going to answer is, what is your haunted house story? It's actually funny. Nathan actually works in a haunted house. It's Jackson's Underworld. So his haunted house story would be totally different. However, my haunted house story is actually, I went to it was a haunted outdoor corn maze, okay? My friend and I, not Nathan, one of my other friends at the time, he and I went to, so we're in this group of about maybe 30 people, and he and I are at the front of the group, okay? So we start walking in. We're following this guy. He's in like a mask. He has like a axe and stuff. He walks us maybe 20 steps in. Maybe 10 or 20 steps in. And then steps off to the side and said, "Let's go." Actually, I might still have the video. If I have the video, I'll put it in right here.
Oh. No, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, we're scared, bro. Let's leave, bro.
No. I did not fucking pay 20. I did not pay $20 fucking for this.
Let's go. You pay $20 to get scared. Yeah, but I'm scared though.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Someone's scared. Yep.
We're bailing.
All right, we're bailing.
Yep.
Lucky pussies.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, I was like, I'm not getting into this. I'm not. He's like, I didn't fucking pay $20 for this, and then my friend and I just bailed. So yeah, we'll walk out. We're both like, yeah, we quit. We're bailing. So we paid $40 to walk 10 steps into a corn maze. What word do we always misspell? Any conjugate of embarrass. Embarrass, embarrassing, embarrassment. All that stuff. What's the weirdest text or email you've gotten? It's not weird. It just didn't make sense. Oh, I hope my computer... No. Oh, there it goes. My computer was being slow. I'm like, don't you fucking dare freeze up on me. While my Gmail is loading, I'm going to pull up this email. What's the creepiest technology out there? I would say maybe like... I'd say the cookie approval, like on like websites. You'll be talking about something, you'll go on Facebook, and you'll see an ad for what you were talking about. What's the weirdest crush that you've had? Oh, geez, I don't know. I literally have no idea how to answer that. Who's the most manipulative person you've ever met? My fucking ex. Yes, my ex. Fucking, oh my god. Cute, but a fucking manipulative B word, okay? What product or service is way more expensive than it needs to be? I would say probably a tank of gas. Those are too expensive. What are the dumbest lyrics you've heard in a song? Let's see. Let me look up these lyrics. I'm just gonna read them. You are my peach, you are my plum, you are my earth, you are my sun. I love your fingers, I love your toes, the back of your head, and the tip of your nose. And then, once I sink my teeth, your skin's not so tough. I'll leave a tiny cut, there'll be a lot of blood. But once you wipe it up, you will feel way better about our entire situation. That is probably the dumbest couple of paragraphs that I've ever heard. What songs do you only know the chorus to? That Godsmack song that I was talking about earlier. I don't know the rest of it. I only know that one part. If you could put a new idiom into common usage, what would it be? One that I personally use and have started using a lot is the hydrogen in the water. Like that's the hydrogen in the water of a situation. Well, like you say, like situations like, oh, that's the hydrogen in the water of the whole thing. Like that's the main purpose that you're trying to get them to realize. That's the main part of it. Kind of a meat and potatoes thing, but it's, I don't know. Came something else. How much time do you spend on your phone? Most of the time. Pretty much all of it. Guess it depends on what I'm doing. How much do you recycle? Absolutely none. I actually finished a gallon of milk jug and I had to leave it on the counter. And my grandma will actually find it on the counter because I had to find, because she's like, "What? You can rinse that out and put it in the recycle." And I'm just, and she's like, we're killing the what's the fucking thing that she says? We'll be killing the trees. And I'm like, okay, Lorax. Lorax is also not a sponsor. So what's the best concert you've ever been to? I've only been to one concert, and that was Eric Church. They said, what made it so good? I want to go see 3 Days Grace. I want to go see Korn. Godsmack, I think, would be okay. Which of your possessions are so precious that if you dropped it in a public toilet, you'd reach in and grab it? Probably my phone. How comfortable are you being without your phone? I'm not comfortable about it at all. I was without my phone for about maybe 36 hours, 24, 36 hours-ish, where my phone stopped working. That's where I got this iPhone that I have now. Let's see, what was your most treasured clothing item? I have a sweater that I wore to my grandpa's celebration of life party, when he passed away about a month before the quarantine, C-19 shutdown. How long would you choose to live given the choice of any number of years? I'd say between 80 and 100. Or maybe... Or maybe I would see the new millennium, whatever the word is. So that would make 998 years. I was born in 2002. So, yeah, that would be, we'll just round up to 1,000 years. I'd like to see 1,000 years. If you were a spice, what spice would you be? Honestly, I would be something spicy. I would be like, I don't know, chili powder or cayenne pepper or something. Because I have an issue. I get irritated really easily. So not spicy in like a sexual sense, but spicy like anger, like heat. Things get heated. What routine are you sick of but haven't gotten around to changing? A lot of things. How will you handle spicy food? I handle it really well. Yeah, I handle it really well. What is something that... oh my god, I cannot say this. What is something that unnerves you, but the majority of people don't seem to be bothered by it? Just people talking. Like, you can just shut up. That's literally all you need to do is just shut up. What's the best thing going on in your life at the moment? Just that I'm working, saving up for a car, so that way Team Frosted Flakes can get back into business with our escape room beta testing. We actually have a list of like 50 rooms at like 15 centers in the area. What do you think of the electric scooters you find in most big cities? I have spent probably $200 or $300. I would go down to the local college's campus, and I would literally get on a scooter and just cruise around. There'd be an arcade, go down there and just cruise around the east side of Lansing. It's so fun. How do you think you'd fare in prison? I'd follow rules, but I feel like it's how would people handle me is the problem. What is the best day to... oh my god. I'm stumbling over words embarrassing badly, I'm sorry. What is the best way to spend a day alone? Probably sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. What was your favorite class in school? I really enjoyed math and I enjoyed chemistry. Do you like popcorn with butter or without? Do you seriously have to ask that goddamn question? What do you prefer, shopping online or in person? I enjoy seeing it in person because it has things with, like you can actually see you can actually see the items that you were trying to buy. Yeah, you can actually see the things that you're trying to buy instead of like, oh, it's online, all this other stuff. Is cereal soup? I would say no, because soup typically has some type of noodles or broth. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza? It's actually pretty good. Like, it is actually really good. I enjoy Hawaiian pizza, ham and pineapple. Toilet paper over or under? I usually do over. I don't know why people do under. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called instead? I don't know, maybe... I don't know. The common allergy spread or something. I don't know. It'd be something stupid like that. What sport? What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to its players before competing? I'd say like football, because you'd end up like maybe tackling people or something, or maybe you do like NASCAR racing or something. There's something, I don't know. Nate's gonna get a kick out of this one. What would be the creepiest thing you can say while passing a stranger on the street? I would just whisper, "You ready for the next one?" Nate finds that funny. You ready for the next one? If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends or family assume you've done? I'd rather not answer that, to be honest. Shit, I just had the article. Most likely 2 questions. These are who's most likely to do XYZ between, I'll do between myself and Nate. That's how we'll finish off this podcast. We're going to go for about 40 minutes. Really appreciate you guys listening to this, by the way. It's kind of, I don't feel like I'm that good at podcasts. Let me know what you think. I like that. Let's see. Who's most likely to not stress the small things? Let me read that again. Who's most likely to not stress the small things? I'd say probably Nate, because he lives. I live the most stressed life ever. This is the most stressed life ever. Who's most likely to have road rage? I do. Who's most likely to ignore the flight safety instructions? I do too. I do. Who's most likely to call you at 3 a.m. from a police station? That'd be Nate. They would call me, "Dan, I just got arrested. Can you come pick me up?" "Oh, hello, security camera. You just woke up. Okay, cool." Who's most likely... Oh my God. Who's most likely to prefer calling over texting? That would be Nate, obviously. I really hate those people that call and they're like, "Okay, well, we do, XYZ." No, they call and then end up doing... What the fuck am I trying to say? I text them and they call me. Like, if I wanted to call you, I would have called you. Why are you calling me? Let's see. Who's most likely to tip well or badly? I usually don't tip. I'm that dick that doesn't tip because I'm trying to save money. Who's most likely to help a stranger change a tire? I did. He was using like a scissor jack that came with his car. I pulled up behind him, got out, and I said, "Dude, I have actual floor jack." He's like, "Can I use it?" He's like, "Could you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I jacked up his car. He changed the tire. He tipped me like $10. He tipped me like $10 for helping him, for loaning my jack to him. He changed his tire. Who's most likely to choose dark chocolate over milk chocolate? I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. I enjoy milk chocolate. Who's most likely to call it an early night? I've done it so many times. Who's most likely to make a custom order at a restaurant? I did that. I do it all the time. Who's most likely... I do this all the time. Who's most likely to snoop in the drawers and medicine cabinet of the bathroom at a stranger's house? Yep. Who's most likely to buy things and not bother returning them if they don't like them? I do that because I don't want to go through the hassle. Did you bring your receipt? If you don't have the receipt or if it's an open box, we can't do a return. Fucking dipshit. Who's most likely to spend their money enjoying their life without saving for retirement? Absolutely me. Yes, that is me. That is totally me. Who's most likely to hold on to trash until they find a trash can? Have you seen my fucking car? Who's most likely to ask to see the manager? Well, it would definitely not be me because people are stupid. Who's most likely to not be able to say no to people who... Wait, who's most likely to not... This is how this question is written. Who is most likely to not be able to say no to people who say, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?" That made no sense. Who's most likely to drunk text their ex? I've done it. Who's most likely to pick up the check? I would have to because Nate does not pay for any goddamn thing. Who's most likely to cancel at the last minute? That'd be me. Who's most likely to ignore the pain just to avoid going to the dentist? Yeah, me. Who's most likely to not stay calm in an emergency? Yeah, that's me. Who's most likely to have the most sex toys? I have the, well, no. No, because Nate's grandma threw them away, so I have the most. But I think he's most likely to have more. Or no, maybe oh my god, I don't know. Who's most likely to not press the open door on the elevator when someone's running to the elevator? I would press the closed door because I don't want to be with you. Who's most likely to drive around and hunt for the cheapest gas in town? I do it. Who's most likely to have the hottest significant other? Absolutely not me. Who's most likely to tailgate a slow car in the slow lane? A lot of people tailgate me because they think the need to just hurry the fuck up or something. And then I am going to end it with an obvious question. Who's most likely to donate blood? That would be me. I donate plasma on a regular basis. So, yeah, that would definitely be me. But, alright, guys. This has been the Fun with Dan podcast. I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I will see you guys in the next podcast. Until then, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. So that way you know when I upload a new episode. And you can also come find me on the Team Frosted Flakes podcast for more episodes. Thanks. Have a good day. Cheers.